friendos, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get from this to this, and then from this to this.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her.
So if you need to hide your septum piercing from your parents, or your teacher, or your manager, or yourself, then keep watching this video. I myself work in hospitality at the moment, and I cannot have my septum piercing out because of food hygiene and all that shizzle, blah, 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 blah. So I do have to flip it and then unflip it after work. I thought I'd just do a video about it, basically. So for reference, I got my septum pierced on the 25th of August 2022. That's this year. It was my 27th birthday, and it was a present from me to me. I did actually vlog it, so I do have a vlog of me getting my septum pierced on my channel, so I will put a link to that in the description box below, and I'll also put a time card up on the screen as well if you do want to watch that. I've had it in for a few months now. It is healed. I haven't changed the jewellery. This is the jewellery that the piercer put in when they pierced my septum. It is a titanium 8mm barbell ring or horseshoe ring. I do feel like because I have a wide nose, the 8mm actually suits me the best. I feel like if I went smaller, it would just get lost in my nostrils. I prefer having the 8mm in. I honestly don't think I will ever change it unless I want to get like another 8mm for cleanliness reasons, but other than that, I don't think I'll change it for like a different size. I'm happy with the size. I'm happy with it. I prefer the ones with the two balls on because I just think it looks cute AF. So as for the flipping and unflipping, if you are still in the healing process stage, then I don't actually recommend that you do flip and unflip your septum piercing because I don't want it to get infected and you try and make me responsible for that. But if you are going to do it in the healing process stage, then I have 2 tips for you, and 2 tips only. The first tip is to wet your piercing and inside your nostrils. You could do it in the shower, or you could just grab a couple of cotton buds and wet them with warm water and just clean inside your piercing and your nostrils to make it a bit more easier to slip around exactly how you want it to. Because if you've got crusties, it's going to hurt a little bit, and I don't want it to hurt you a little bit. Get rid of those crusties. The second tip is to wash your hands, because if you've been doing the dishes or you've been hoovering, picking your nose, picking your teeth, I don't know what you've been doing during the day or during the evening. I don't know what you're touching. So you need to make sure your hands are clean so that you don't get it infected. That is it. Clean inside.
Your piercing in your nostrils to make it like wet and slippery, easier to move around how you want it to. Get rid of the crusties because you don't want crusties. And then wash your hands so you don't get it infected.
Simples. So let's get down to the nitty gritty, which is the flipping and unflipping of your septum piercing. This is exactly how I do it. The first quick thing I do is make sure that this is straight, because if it's like this, it ain't going anywhere, is it? So you need to make sure it's actually straight. I think of it as a 3-step process. To flip your septum piercing, I think of it as stretch, grab, push. To unflip your septum piercing, I think of it as stretch, grab, pull. I did watch a ton of videos before I got my septum pierced, which is probably exactly what you're doing right now, and I noticed that people were using their index fingers, which is totally fine. If that is what works for you, that is what works for you if it's comfortable, but it's not comfortable for me. I can't grip the balls properly with these fingers. I just need one hand, my thumb, my index finger, like the pinchers on a crab, like I'm pinching. Oh my goodness, light bulb moment. To flip your septum piercing, think of it as stretch, grab like a crab, push. To unflip your septum piercing, think of it as stretch, grab like a crab, pull. I'm loving this. I'm coming up with like slogans on the way. So when I say stretch, I mean like this. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not the greatest at describing things, but I think you get my gist. So by stretch, I mean like this. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I flip my septum piercing by following my 3-step process. Stretch, grab like a crab, push. Now I'm going to show you how I unflip my septum piercing by, again, following my 3-step process. Stretch, grab like a crab, pull. Did you see how easy peasy lemon squeezy that was? It was super duper fast. Absolutely anybody and everybody can do it. Like, it is not difficult at all. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise. Okay, now I'm going to do it close up and I'm going to pop the words up on the screen. So for flipping your septum piercing, stretch, grab like a crab, push. Now I'm going to show you how to unflip your septum piercing, stretch, grab like a crab, pull. I'll do it again quickly at this distance and then close up again, and that will be the end of the video. You just need to follow my process. I'm hoping that this video was somewhat educational, but if you do have any questions about septum piercings, please pop them in the comment section below and I will answer ASAP. I will obviously answer based on my own experience because I'm not like a piercer, so I don't know anything professionally, but I will answer based on my own experience. So if you have questions, please pop them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this video and I will see you again in my next video. Bye!
She's a Mona Lisa.